So I think that something is going on with my spirit, my soul, my awareness. I'm more aware and online than I've ever been. And there has to have been something that triggered it. But I can't figure out what it is, what it could be. Cuz it's not I don't think I actively did anything. I think that I was the same for the most part. I feel like I was the same. I feel like I didn't change much. I mean, I guess I started getting really serious about not drinking alcohol, which might have triggered this kind of snowball where I start realizing, I guess, my potential and just the drive and self-discipline that I actually can perform, that I have before in the past. I've done hard labor. I've done entry level jobs at low payments and a lot of work, put in 10 years into a company where at the end of it, it didn't even respect who I was to it anymore, let alone what I went through. And now it's about what I'm creating. It's about literal creation, but it's also I'm putting in my 110% into areas that I've always loved, and I'm just making it fulfilling, I guess. I'm giving it meaning. I'm giving it a point. But where did this start? Like I it's so strong. My fire and my spirit is so much stronger than it has ever been, I think. In terms of making my life worth it, making an impact, making a name for myself, to be honest. Doing what I care about because I care and because I've always done it since I was little and have continued doing it in the background. I'm just making my hobbies and interests and natural tendencies, my personality, literally, into work for my soul, for others, and for myself. And I've never thought of it that way. I've never felt like this. And something triggered it, because there are also moments where I haven't drank alcohol. It's not like it was like a completely different experience for that to trigger everything else, especially on a spiritual level. I see myself differently. And even right before that, during and recently, like before now, until I decided, you know what, I'm going to go 110% into all the things I care about. Into 110% into the gym. 110% into putting myself out there, putting myself online, making videos. I've always made videos. But now I'm just making a name. I'm making a brand. I'm putting it somewhere. It means something now because now other people can listen to me and it can help them. And if it doesn't, then it does something else. But the intention is for a positive, loving, and divine impact. If I can do it. And I feel like I can. And I've never felt that way. And I don't know why recently I've felt so incredibly down on myself. And somehow, during that and coming out of that, I've never felt so the best way I can say it is royal, but it's not like I'm ruling anything. It's that nature of being among royalty versus being or wanting to be royalty. It's like a golden essence of worthiness, but also passion and meaning. It's like I've finally jumped into a stream filled with momentum that will take me to my dreams and everything I could ever want, opportunity for whatever I have dreamed of. And all I have to do is put in the work. And not even that, because it's not, is it work at this point? Because it's stuff I've always done, stuff that I've always been interested in, stuff that I'm going to do anyway. But this time, I'm making it mean something. But where did this come from? Why now is the only time that I get it. I'm fully on board. I'm fully online. I understand. I can do these things that I've always done meaningfully and for a purpose. And that's why I feel like something must have triggered it. Whether it was the stars and planets, or my angels, or past loved ones, whatever. Maybe it was just God's divine timing. It wasn't an external thing. Nothing in my external was reflecting anything that could have triggered this or made it harder. If anything, it was just neutrally expressing whatever I was kind of going through at a surface level and not a deep one. It was like the external reality was on autopilot, but my internal reality was in overdrive. Because my body was going through life and working and school and for this past semester, for the past 6 months, and dealing with whatever physical ailments or holidays come up, events, whatever. And I show up, I get it done, and I do it. And it's not like anything recently in the past 3 months. Nothing could have externally triggered this kind of response within me. So it was completely internal and or spiritual, which I guess are essentially the same thing. So, what triggered it? That's my question. Mainly cuz I just want to know. I'm not ungrateful. I'm extremely grateful. I'm probably happier than I've been in years, honestly, if not longer. You know what? I've been depressed for a very long time. And there were a lot of years that I didn't realize how constantly anxious and on edge and depressed that I've been. Because I barely put any effort into improving myself physically, taking care of my health, doing hobbies which are fulfilling to your soul and your emotional centers, and dealing with people who time and time again just proved that they weren't worth being in my life anymore. And there's some that I've lost that's another story for another time. But I know for a fact that right now, even though I'm at one of the lowest points in my self-image and one of the lowest points in terms of feeling alone, that it's almost like I woke up, and I do remember asking for something like this about a month or two ago, a month and a half probably, that I wanted to just wake up. I wanted to go to sleep one day, wake up, and take charge of my life. Take charge of whatever was going to benefit me. All the stuff that I know I needed to do and know that I need to do. Going to the gym, taking care of my health, getting my environment organized and clean, and picking up after all of the junk that has built up over illness and depression and grief and loss and all of this stuff. Busy schedules with work and school. It has all prevented me from seeing this. But again, that begs the question. How did I just wake up one day out of nowhere and all of a sudden I realize my potential, what I can do, what I want to do, and how I can be so incredibly successful and become the kind of person that I've always looked up to in terms of people who have incredulous amounts of drive and self-discipline, self-determination, stamina in terms of life, starting things, doing like those business builders, those gym goers, like all of those people who work hard on whatever platform. It just motivated me. A great example, Timothée Chalamet. That kid is pumping out movie after movie, blockbuster after blockbuster. He is not taking a break. And if anything, probably overworking himself. Because when has that man ever that's the kind of level that I'm trying to be on. And so I woke up one day and I realized, why am I not? Why am I not? Why am I not doing my hobbies? Why am I not putting myself out there? Like, why am I just going through the motions and going through autopilot and settling for whatever, when I know that it will never fulfill me, and that the only thing that will fulfill me is doing what I've always wanted to do, being completely free in terms of doing whatever I wish to do, making a difference, making the impact that I know I can make and want to make on this world to change it, making a name for myself. I don't want to die and look back at my life and realize I could have done more to make the world a better place and be a human that owes it to the earth for existing and fulfills God's wish and potential for my life. I've been given all of these passions and talents, and as well as a capacity to carry and hold them, grow them, and obtain new ones, but also to realize, see, and be aware of, to have woken up to what truly is possible. I was hoping at the end of this video that I would figure out why now, what triggered this. There's bits and pieces, but it just kind of happened. So now we're here, and we're going to keep going. And I've never been more determined and passionate about working and producing, creating, and we're going to keep going. So I will see you next time.